ஹலோ எவ்ரிவன், குட் ஈவினிங் அண்ட் வெல்கம் பேக். எல்லாரும் எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? நல்லா இருப்பீங்கன்னு நான் நம்புகிறேன். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு கூட நம்ம கோயிங் டு டிஸ்கஸ் த கொஸ்டின்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் சாப்டர் நம்பர் 3 ஆஃப் ஹிஸ்ட்ரி, மேக்கிங் ஆஃப் குளோபல் வேர்ல்ட். So history chapter number 1 we have discussed 6 questions, and history chapter number 2 we have discussed near about 4 questions. And history chapter number 3 we are going to discuss only 2 most important and expected questions. Question number 1, the role did diseases play in the Spanish conquest of America, and why were they so effective? In this question we are going to give 2 answers, 2 points of answer. First point, what is the role of that disease? And then second, why it is so effective? Okay, only 2 points is maximum sufficient. So you can expect this question in the 3 mark based. So let me speak the answer. Let me read the answer. Diseases such as smallpox played a crucial role in Spanish conquest of America. So first we have to tell which diseases has played most important role in the conquest of America. Okay, ma'am? So in that we know the answer now. That is a smallpox. Second, the indigenous populations had no natural immunity due to centuries of isolation, making these diseases deadly. Why it was started spreads? The thing is that the indigenous populations means palakalama, from many years, the people those who are living. Okay, ma? So they had no natural immunity. So immunity power means we know. Immunity power means some diseases, if it is going to spread, adu தாங்கக்கூடிய சக்தி, controlling power. So generally the indigenous are not having. Thirdly, smallpox spread rapidly. So due to that no immunity power with the indigenous, this smallpox was started spreading rapidly. Rapidly in the sense, in a small span of time, வெறும் குறுகிய காலத்துல டக் 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 டக்குன்னு பரவுறது. கொஞ்ச நேரத்துல ரொம்ப நேரம் ஆயிடுச்சுடா, வைரல் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம்ல, அதுதான். Smallpox spread rapidly, decimating whole communities ahead of European arrival, thus weakening resistance and facilitating conquest more effectively than conventional weapons. இவ்வளவுதாங்க ஆன்சர். வெரி சிம்பிள். ஓகேவா? புரிஞ்சிருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். We will go and discuss the next question, that is of European entry into Asia and America in the 16th century reshaped global trade and transform the world economy. Evaluate the statement. This is the statement. European entry into Asia and America in the 16th century reshaped global trade and transformed the world economy. What the question is saying is that in the 16th century, European entry into Asia and America reshaped, making it new, trade and transformed global economy. So this 16th century is one of the most important century to make or to reshape the trade and economy around the world, not in the nation, around the world. Okay, so what are the reasons that we are going to be discuss? First point, we are going to discuss about the new trade routes. Second, shift in trade focus, boost in European will, decline of Asian trade powers, establishment of colonial economics. These 5 points we are going to be discussing. First point, new trade routes. European sailors discovered sea routes to Asia and America, linking continents to global maritime trade networks. The new trade routes are given a very big impact, changes on the global trade. Okay, so the European sailors means kadal, through the sea, those who are finding out the seas, those who came on the name of trade. Okay, so they were known as traders. Sailors. These sailors discovered sea routes to Asia and America. So for America and Asia, they were discovered, find it out the trade routes and linking the continents, connecting the continents. Linking means connecting the continents to the global maritime trade networks, for or to the global உலகளவிலான வர்த்தகத்துக்கான ஒரு நெட்வொர்க்கை இந்த சி ரூட்ஸ் கனெக்ட் பண்ணுது. ஓகேவா, திஸ் இஸ் த point of about new trade routes. European sailors discovered new sea routes to Asia and America, linking continents to global maritime trade networks. Second point, shifting trade focus. So some of the changes, shifting in the trade focus. So what are those that see? With a colonialism of America and flow of wealth from there to center of world, trade shifted from Asia to Europe. So with the colonialism of America, with the help of the colonialism in America and flow wealth from Asia, continuous wealth from Asia, the center of the world trade shifted from Asia to Europe. For here also two important continents played an important role in the shifting of the trade focus. One is of Asia and another one is of America. The third point, boost in European wealth. Precious metals, especially silver from South America, significantly boosted European trade with Asia and enhanced European prosperity. Once again I am reading, precious metals, especially silver from South Africa, significantly boosted European trade with Asia and enhanced European prosperity. So the precious metal, especially if we are looking, that is of a silver, that is silver from South America to Asia enhance the European prosperity, because the importation of the silver from South America to Asia, it is enhance the European prosperity. The next point, decline of Asian trade powers. While India and China were dominant in Asian trade, okay, India and China, when they are dominating the trade of Asia, China's isolationist policies and reduced engagement in trade led to Europe's rise. Again I am reading, while India and China were dominant in Asian trade, China's isolationist policies and reduced engagement in trade led to European rise. The fifth point, establishment of colonial economics. Colonial in the Americas began producing raw materials like cotton and sugar using slave labor, supplying European industries and markets. So in the establishment of colonial economics, colonial in the Americas began producing raw materials like cotton and sugar. For that they were used the slave labors. Slave means adimigal, you know better. They were used the slave labors and supplying European industries and markets. So the sugar and the cotton with the help of the slave labors they were produced and they were started supplying towards the European industries and markets. These are the two important questions that we can see in the chapter number 3 of history. Okay, in the making of the global world, first question we have discussed, what the role did diseases play in the Spanish conquest of America and why they were so effective. Second, European entry into Asia and America in the 16th century reshaped global trade and transformed the world economy. Evaluate the statement. Okay, so I guess I hope all you understand these two questions, and soon we are going to discuss sample papers. So exams are very near. We are going to discuss sample papers, especially 1 mark MCQs. Okay, so soon that videos I will post, and you be stay connected and share if you like, subscribe if you like. Thank you.